This area consists of coffee and tea plantations, and our project targets the workers in the coffee and tea plantations. And for some interesting reasons, 75% of the workers are women, all girls, in the plantations, because I guess they are more patient in picking the tea and the coffee. That is very tedious. The job is very tedious and takes many hours. And also because of sustaining their families, you find that mothers do not move from place to place. They don't want to abandon their children. Kimlea is a brainchild of Saint Josemaria. He sent some 5 women to Kenya back in 1960 to start projects that would enhance the education or promote the education and welfare of women in Kenya. We are talking about a time when Kenya did not have even independence, and very few girls reached secondary school, if anything. From the very beginning, we started it with the intention of teaching women skills for self-employment in order to subsidize their earning in the tea and coffee picking, because those are seasonal crops. When there's nothing to pick, there is no food for the family. So we had to think of something that can give them another way of earning a living during the hard times. And we teach them dressmaking and tailoring, that is garment making. We teach them knitting. We teach them how to cook, first of all, to produce a good diet for their family, and also to cook things they can sell and earn some money. Using very simple methods and very rudimentary equipment. So we take care of the ladies who have never gone to school, like Nanyama, and she came to Kimlea. She attended the classes of adult literacy in Kimlea at the age of 60 and learned how to write, and she's very proud of being able to sign even her own name to her salary and things like that.
Kulisoma, kukajua, hata mimi mwenyewe ndikuwa najua kusoma, lakini kuweka saini najua. Najua uzee kama huku, sawa mama saini hapa, sinda saini hapa. Mimi maana yangu ni hii. Maana yangu ni kupika keki. Maana yangu ni kupika kama sambusa. Sasa vitu kama hiyo nichanganye nikaa chini, sinapata pesa, sinanisaidia. Hiyo ndio natuma unafurahia vitu kama hiyo. Hakuna maana ingine ati napata hata nifanye nini. Mimi saa hii na maana yangu sababu nafurahia watu kama hawa watoto yangu vijana wawili nakaa na hapa. Wote niliwafundisha bila kunafanya nini hivi. Na mimi kama sitaki kupika na wanapika, ndio nilifungulia hiyo kijana. Sasa hiyo ndio maana yangu, ndio sababu hata kama nakaa hapa nitoka hapa niende nyumbani. Maana ya Kimlea ni hiyo.
When I came, I nearly gave up with the project. The girls would come to class and they thought that within 3 weeks or 1 month, they will have acquired the skill they want to go and do business out there. But they realized they had to continue with the course, to persevere on the course for a little longer in order to produce things that are marketable. And we have seen, or I have seen over the 20 years now running, people come here from very poor backgrounds with very little to offer. Incidentally, we only charge them 250 shillings per month for their training, including transport. And their training costs approximately 3,000 per month per student. And some of them could not even pay that kind of money.
I got to know about Kimlea through a neighbor of mine who is now a workmate. She's a teacher in the school, so I got to know more or less from her. It took me a few months to decide whether really I want to come to Kimlea. So actually the day that I came, it was late in 2002. So I came like asking more or less now to hear from somebody else. Then the lady I found at the reception was the secretary. She told me about Kimlea, and then she told me if you're interested, you could do the interview, because that day they had the interviews. Even though I liked Kimlea after I started the course, it was not my initial choice. I would have liked to do nursing. So all through 2002, my mom kept telling me, why don't you go to Kimlea and see what they offer? Maybe when we get the money, we shall take you to the nursing course. So I told my mom, I'll think about it. So the day I came to ask more or less what happens in Kimlea, I had not informed her that I'm coming. So in the evening when I told her, you know what, I went to Kimlea, did the interview, and they told me I've passed and we are supposed to go with you on a such and such day. It was like a surprise to her. I settled as fast as possible, but one of the problems that I had was bringing up the school fees. So I had to look for other means to get the school fees. So what used to happen, I had a tutor who was so concerned about me. So she helped me get jobs. Like over the holidays, I used to work in people's houses as a house help. Then I would get the school fees. Then over the weekend, I used to come and work in the catering unit. Quite tough, because I have to wake a bit early, like to feed them. Then in the evening, I have to pass through banana, pick some wastes that we feed them on, and then bring them home. One thing I'm grateful about Kimlea is that it has helped me come out of what I was to what I am. And at least I can say, I don't know what I would have been if it was not for Kimlea.
So we are talking about benefiting, affecting the whole family of each girl that comes to Kimlea, or each mother that attends Kimlea. And we have seen it tangibly in the sense that we follow them up. During the training, we visit them at home, they are day scholars. And then we see where they can improve, the areas they need a bit of help with the teacher, from the teachers. And that way, they implement everything they learn on the daily basis.
I've been really grateful for Kimlea because it has taught me all-round circle as a person, and I always be grateful.
It has helped me from the background, from the outside. Now I have come to know a lot of things. I've learned many things like, digging, housekeeping, all those catering.
Kimlea is a very good institution. It has made me grow spiritually, and according then I've become a bit creative in life.
Sikuwa najua kupika, sasa nimejua kupika. Hata huwa ninaitwa sometime huwa naitwa na watu niwapikie kama ni birthday cake, wedding cake.
If Kimlea's doors were to be shut today, many families would cry, would go on their knees for another Kimlea to start if it were possible. I think, because what has happened over the last 20 years since I came to this place, since we started Kimlea, is something unique in the sense that we have managed to take care of the low-income families with this training of mothers and girls, and the effect is that the girls who are coming here, if they were not coming here, they would go to the city, for example, to look for jobs, or just to the streets to do prostitution, because they'll have nothing to do. The fact is that most of these families do not have enough money to take their daughters to higher institutions of learning because of the fees that are charged in those institutions. It is thanks to very many of the friends of Kimlea, with the assistance of Kianda Foundation, that Kimlea has survived over the years.